Fantasy review fiction and interview authors and editors. If this is your first time joining us, consider subscribing. And if you're a veteran, welcome back. Today, we're going to be reviewing All the Birds in the Sky by Charlie Jane Anders. I'm just going to start right off by saying this book was not what I expected it to be. The description on the back made it sound like it was a sort of Romeo and Juliet story between a witch and a super science engineer, whose factions were at war with each other. But the two factions actually spend most of the book completely unaware of each other's existence. This is a very difficult book to get purchase on, because it seems to switch genres multiple times during the telling. It starts off as a coming-of-age tale, and drops most of those elements in favor of moving into a romance novel territory. It switches into vaguely apocalyptic action-adventure, and then by the end moves back into romance, which leaves the plot feeling somewhat disjointed. On the other hand, the writing of this book is excellent, and I can see why it won a Nebula Award. The author's use of language is whimsical and uncanny, and it evokes a sort of floating world where anything is possible and nothing needs to make sense. The characters are great. Lawrence and Patricia are very well-rounded, and the author does a very good job of showing how their own virtues make them flawed. Yet at the same time, there's a sort of fundamental disjoint in how the book fits together. There's a rule in fiction called Chekhov's gun, which is postulated by Chekhov as, if you show a gun on the mantelpiece in Act 1, the gun must be fired in Act 3. This book posits a lot of Chekhov's guns, and then uses them really weirdly. In fact, a lot of the middle of the book seems to be filler for the real meat of the story, which is Act 1 and Act 3. Act 2 is just... Act 2 seems sort of unconnected to the rest, which is a problem because that's where most of the romance happens. There are too many plots going at once, and they all kick off at the wrong moments. So while the individual plots are good, together they're sort of a mess. Now that said, I can see why this book won a Nebula. It's charming, it's original, it's delightfully written, and I thoroughly enjoyed every minute of reading it, but I feel like I'm going to forget that I did within a week. So I give this book's rating as buy it used. It's definitely worth checking out. You should give it a shot, but not something to spend full price on. Still, if you're interested, the Amazon link is below. Have you read All the Birds in the Sky? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, remember to show it by clicking the like button, and click here to subscribe, or here to watch more videos like this from the Book Cafe. My next video should be up around Tuesday of next week, unless I spring a surprise on you early. So I look forward to seeing you then, and until then, read good fantasy.